everybody. Welcome to Vodafone Firestarters. We're the platform for inspiration. Today we're going to talk with two international guests, Mr. Maarten van der Horst and Mr. Rad Hourani. We're going to talk to them about the old-fashioned system, the catwalk, and how the digital system comes together and their innovative way of working. Next to me is my co-host Peter Leferink. He's the brand manager, the creative director of Individuals. Individuals is the label of the Amsterdam Fashion Institute, and you had a great opening show this Fashion Week. You did it with a lot of success. Rad and Maarten, we start by introducing you through some video clips. We're going to start with you. This was an image or a clip of your spring-summer collection 2013.
It's Rad by Rad Hourani Ready to Wear collection number 6, no season. Rad Hourani in Paris, haute couture, and Rad by Rad Ready to Wear in New York.
What makes Rad Hourani so Rad Hourani?
I think my vision has always been, since the beginning, about unisex, but unisex doesn't only mean that each piece is made to be worn by a man or a woman. It's about a complete lifestyle where I apply absolutely no rule in terms of gender or age or season or trends or race or religion or anything like that. So I think for me it's important to design something that you don't see something in the past in it, or you don't have any reference that makes it feel vintage. The way I design is it's almost like graphic design. Yeah, it's like almost like drawing a building. Yeah. And then it becomes fashion, but it's not necessarily fashion. So I think that's where I erase all codes of the past. And plus, I have created my own pattern, which is a unisex pattern where I studied a man's body and a woman's body, and I put them together to create my own pattern. So I didn't study at school how to make a pattern.
Maarten, let's watch a clip of your work. Maarten, which collection was this?
My recent collection.
Recent collection,
Spring,
so that's
summer
2013.
Spring, summer 2013.
You showed this in London, on London Fashion Week, right?
Yeah.
Why not here?
Because I really like London. And the reason why I moved to London is because I wanted my life to be super exciting. And I tried Amsterdam and it wasn't exciting enough.
Okay. Can you tell me something about the last collection we saw? What is the theme and what is the concept behind it, and how did you translate that into clothes?
Well, I got really sick of the Olympics because London was like obsessed with it, and I wanted to show for me like what London was, which is a mess usually. And there was a lot of like plastic bags that we found in the area, and I thought it was so much fun for me to show a collection that was just like digital prints of plastic bags, because the platform that I always show with, like you have the big press always sitting there.
Fashion East, right?
Yeah, with Fashion East, and I think it's always quite funny. Like there's always a sense of humor, obviously, and me giggling in my studio about what we're doing. Yeah, it's like, can I really do this? Is it really fun, or you know? So.
Okay, we're going to the next part of our show. I have 3 statements for you, and we're going to introduce each statement with a video clip. And after, I want you to answer with the statement with yes or no, and then we're going to discuss about it.
Hi, everybody. So I'm going to play you one of my brand new songs. It's called Girl or Boy. And it is in response to one of the most common questions that I get, which is, are you a girl or a boy? And I want you all to know, too, because I see a lot of you trying to defend me when people are like, is that a girl or a boy, or that looks like a boy, or he sounds like a girl, or whatever. And I want you to know that I actually welcome those questions and comments, because I hope that I am causing people to question, you know, what does it mean to be a girl? What does it mean to be a boy? Beyond just the biological definition of female and male, you know, why do we think that girls are supposed to be this way and boys are supposed to be this way? So anyway, I think we're all special and different, so here's my song.
The statement is, gender-based collections are totally out of date. Yes or no?
No, I guess not.
Yes.
Okay.
For me, yeah.
I'll stick with no.
No, okay.
Just for the conversation.
Why?
Let's go.
Because I don't understand who put codes for men's dressing and who put codes for women's dressing, and who decide a man should dress like that or a woman should dress like that. So for me, it doesn't make sense. So for that simple reason.
At all?
No, I think there should be option for everyone to dress as they like, and if they need to have codes to dress up. I'm not against separating dressing codes, but for me, I create my own thing, and I believe in this, what I do. If not, I won't be doing it.
I don't think they're out of date. But
Why
it's
not?
Also, I don't know if it's a matter of taste, but I don't like guys in dresses. It just doesn't work. And I think if you design for someone, I don't know, it's fine to make a feminine collection for women. I don't see any problem.
But you have a
with
lot of unisex clothes too.
Yeah, but that's only because the way I cut my clothes is very boxy.
Yeah.
So some guys get away with wearing it and looking great in it.
Yes.
Like
What do you think about the design aesthetic of Rad, that he chooses to make no exceptions as for men and a
just
woman?
a bigger market.
I think it's important to question things in terms of these codes that have been imposed to us in a society, and it's not just about fashion; it's about everything around us. And
statement.
Exactly, but
About maybe it's a state. I interpret it as a statement in thinking in boxes.
yeah, observing everything around you and understanding where everything comes from and how we exist and how we function. And I think code dressing is part of that as well. So I'm not interested in making a man look feminine or a woman look masculine. It's not that at all. I think comfort is very important, and many of my clients always say, I feel confident, I feel protected, and I feel ageless. It's exactly what I'm trying to do.
I mean, do you see yourself mostly as a fashion designer or a multidisciplinary tasker?
I guess you have to be, but for me it's also, you need to make money. So if there's a money job, I'll take it, because I have to pay for my collections and it's super expensive.
For me, I have a complete vision of what I want to do, and I can't just express it into clothes, because clothes is one part of it, but I need to do my own photography, film, I write my own text, I work with musicians. I think it's a complete language that I want to communicate, and I can't express myself just by clothes. So.
Okay.
I think that really works when you're really gifted with a lot of talent, as you two absolutely are. Because a lot of my students, and that's a lot I see each season, have great difficulties with that idea of having to do everything and being everyone, and wanting to do something with music and something with fashion and being everywhere. They can't. They need to concentrate on one thing.
Okay, really?
Yeah, really.
But I think it is, in a way, well, if I can say so, the future, because we live in a world also of internet
No, I think so too,
where
but
you
I also
have
think
to
it's
be
difficult.
everywhere, and if your handwriting is really total and focused,
true,
you can put it everywhere you want. And I see that in you guys, that you have a really strong handwriting on your own, and it doesn't matter if you put it on the catwalk or in a video or wherever, it's there. It's very strong and powerful. It has a face. Okay, next statement, next movie.
Beauty and a beat who can make my life complete. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's so proud of you when music makes you move. Baby, do it like you do. Whoa, whoa.
Justin Bieber at the Victoria's Secret show. The statement is, marketing is more important than craftsmanship.
No.
Yes or no? No?
No.
Yes.
Why?
Because I believe in fashion houses to be untransparent, and I feel like the budget is bigger for marketing than for the craftsmanship. So I do think it's more important.
Why do you think?
Because it depends what you want in life, and depends who you pay respect to. For me, I look for certain things when I look at something. For someone else, maybe they can be impressed by an image or by a campaign or by the money or by the marketing, but that doesn't touch me as a person.
Maarten, you do a lot of collaborations. I mean, you started your label, I think, 3 years ago?
2011.
2011, so that's really short, huh? That's 2 years, almost 2 years. You had collaborations with Topshop, with G-Shock. Are those collaborations only and mostly for marketing purposes?
No, just because I think it's amazing that G-Shock approaches me to design a watch. Like, I don't know, it's so much fun. Yeah, I'm not clever enough as well, like it's not very strategic. I just do believe that craftsmanship is one of the best marketing tricks.
Why?
Because I think the goal for me as a young designer is to compete with the high street.
Yeah.
And how do you compete with H&M?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that say like craftsmanship, la-di-da. Because obviously H&M will never be able to compete with that.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, it's exactly the other way around.
How do you combine then craftsmanship and the branding?
Oh, I don't. I never talk about craftsmanship. I feel like it's something that's inherent in, to being a fashion designer. I talk about the lack of ideas because I feel like the only way to compete with Topshop and H&M is by having amazing ideas and just
by having what?
Ideas.
Yeah.
Just pumping them out, and I think that for me that's my approach to the whole competition with the high street.
So a lot of ideas, a lot of projects, a lot of collaborations too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, I was very fortunate to be able to design a collection for Topshop.
Yeah.
Because you manage to reach an audience that's and all of a sudden you see everyone wearing your stuff. Like that's incredible.
Would you ever want to collaborate with Topshop?
It depends how the collaboration, what it's about, and what's the purpose of it. I'm not close to anything if it's.
But you won't say no.
It depends on what conditions.
What do you think about this whole trend that Karl Lagerfeld and the whole world, Margiela, is working together with H&M?
I think it's a great thing. Instead of copying the designer, working with the designers, and for people who admire these labels and that can't afford it, I think it's a good thing to.
But you talk also about the artisanal part of craftsmanship.
But there's a price for it too. It's not just the name; it's the piece that you buy. It's not. You can wear something that is a label and it's made cheap, and you will look cheap. And if you buy something that is not a label and it's well made, and it will look. You can feel the quality of things, and also the way the person wears it. So if you wear it. It depends on the personality as well. So I think chicness and elegance is not just about the money, but there is a balance of all of that together.
Can you have the same quality in a Topshop collection as you do in your own collections?
Well, I mean, that's the funny part about high
They're
street.
better.
It's incredible, yeah. I mean, if you look at Comme des Garçons, like they produce in the factories that also produce their imitations, because they found out that the imitations were of better quality. So it's, for me, I just find it crazy for me as a young designer to spend so much money on trying to get that quality. Yeah. When you can get at Primark, you can get a shirt that's so beautifully sewn. Obviously, the fit and fabric is horrible, but for £4, I don't know.
So if you can beat them, join them.
Yeah, well, but that's what I think. And we're making T-shirts now, and I'm retailing my T-shirt for 20 quid in the shop. Yeah. Which I just find much more exciting, absolutely. Yeah. But that's my personal.
Yeah. Okay. Last statement.
Did you see my Instagram? Trick, I tagged it at the platform YT. Did you see it?
Oh my
my God, did you just pity Sanchez me?
Sorry, you weren't listening.
I have been Soup's biz since I took over social media marketing at the platform. Between Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google Plus, LiveJournal.
People still even use that anymore?
Pinterest, Cinegram, Pose, Tumblr. Anyways, I gotta go. Skype me later?
Sure.
On second thought, just tweet me. Bye. Becky Black.
Patrick!
Becky Black. Are you following me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram?
Obs.
Listen, I gotta run, babes. I got this other thing. Mwah.
See you Friday!
I am all Twittered out. Why are you not following me? I have a secret, but it's NFT. Not for Twitter, not to name drop, but Derek Glassberg taught me that. Tweeted. Got a little Twitter happy and tweeted at my ex-BF. Then I Facebook stalked the out of her. Her life is only as fabulous as her Facebook photos make it look. People won't know about it unless you post it. Hello? I can't wait to post this so that people know I'm doing better than them. I look so chic. I'm gonna pic frame it, touch it up on Camera Plus, and put it on Instagram.
The internet will revolutionize the fashion system. Yes or no?
No. No.
Yes.
I mean, it's great that it's much more democratic, because that's the only reason why I have my Facebook page.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the moment I started designing with Topshop, I realized, hey, there's like 16-year-old girls who love my stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, let's try and reach them and see how everything's going.
I think journalism, fashion journalism, is going to an end, because I think people, everything is so accessible for everyone, and people, the public, they judge by themselves, by the look, if they want to wear it or not. They're not interested in being told, this was an amazing show or not. People have way more access to art, to fashion, to culture, to music, to anything in the world. And I think the new generation are way more aware and cultured. And that's a great thing, because this way they can decide by themselves and not being told in a magazine, wear this with that, and this is, for me, is an absolutely ridiculous thing to tell someone what to wear. You have to look at your body, and you have to look what fits you, what reflects your personality, and what looks better on you for yourself, or what you're comfortable in. And when you are told by a journalist or a magazine you have to wear it this way, or this is the trend, you can look like a cartoon. So it's I believe that internet is powerful in that way, where everything is very accessible to the people, and it's faster. They don't need to go to buy the magazine or they see everything right away. But I think there's still going to be many people that will need to touch the garment and to try it on before shopping. I think we will have to think of a new way of doing catwalks, because I find like to see just a model walking on the runway for journalists is very boring. I've done videos before where I presented my collection in a more of a visual video than a catwalk.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, but it's not. I think there's something else to find, and I think maybe soon we will create like a runway show 3Ds, but you can create your own model, you can choose the face, choose the body, so you do casting virtually.
Yeah. If you have a 12-year-old blogger, at some point it will explode and it will just become really uninteresting, and it will not be online and video anymore, and it will just be exclusive in Paris again. I just don't see that happening. I don't see a 3D virtual fashion show with detail shots
but
and
also,
craziness.
I mean, fashion for me is like music. So, I mean, if I open his website, it's like a Slayer logo or something like that. And I know that because I saw that one really fucking awesome concert.
Yeah.
That's what, if you want to give a fashion show, that's the feeling you want people to go home with. For me, I don't get that feeling looking at a video. Not yet. Not yet.
I think
I
know what you mean by your point of a concert, but that's when you do a show that is like more of a dramatic show, like McQueen show or something that is. I think that's or Vector and Ralph that does that as well, very well. I think this is still a good way of showing, but just to have a model on the runway walking, I think for me is very boring.
Yeah, but at the end, it's always the body, right? It's always the body that wears the clothing. So that's where you start,
I don't
and
know.
That's where you end.
Well, we had a show of Jacob Kok this day, and he made a collection for The Sims. The Sims are this Second Life kind of virtual game, and people buy clothes in their alter ego online, and they buy 50 cents for the designs, and they put it on their sim.
So much for craftsmanship.
Because there's an alter ego online, and we all have an alter ego online. Because I'm more on Facebook than I'm here in real life.
I got approached by a company where they
Maarten.
I get approached by a company where I can do designs and they will do it in 3D and people will buy it virtually for a very expensive amount. It's not 50 cents. It's like
that's what I mean.
Thousands of dollars, and then it becomes their garment.
Online.
And that's what I said. We live virtually. Our life it become very virtual. But I think for now, internet is really more about communicating your message. People have more faster access. It's way more functional. But I don't know if the catwalk's gonna die.
Thank you guys. It was really inspiring to talk to you. You can check this video out on YouTube. Vodafone Firestarters. You can look it up. You can also follow us on Twitter, Firestarters NL, and look us up on Facebook through Firestarters. I want a really big hand for my two guests, Rad Hourani, who came all the way from Paris, and Maarten van der Horst, who comes from London. Thank you very much. Till next time.